Hello, good morning. My name is Izzie. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is actually the last one of the 30 videos of 10 minutes of yoga. If you've reached this, well done you. That's amazing. I'm really proud of you and I'm pleased that my videos helped you. So without further ado, for our last 10 minutes of yoga for these 30 days, bringing the hand, and just before you start, usual stuff, just be kind to your body. If anything doesn't feel right, come out of the pause and take a break. This is your practice. It's all about your body. So now bringing the hands on top of the knees, palms facing up or down, and closing the eyes. Just taking a few moments to arrive in the practice, settling the mind and creating space and stillness in the body. Slowly shifting the awareness from the outside to the inside. Noticing the breath traveling through the body, creating a gentle wave as the chest lifts up and down with each breath, and as the tummy lifts up and down with each breath. Taking a moment to observe the sensations happening in the body, tuning in. And slowly starting to engage the Ujjayi breath, creating the sound with the breath. Gently opening the eyes, keeping a soft gaze, bringing movement to the breath. Inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling, clasping the hands, pushing the palms up, creating a long stretch. Exhale, releasing the arms down. Inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, folding forward, hands on the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Now lifting the chest as you inhale, bringing the hands on the knees and pushing the hands against the knees as we create a circling motion with the chest, going from one side through the center to the other side. Nice long breath. And as you go to one side, maybe aiming to push the knee away with the arms, and going on to the other side, noticing the sensations happening in the body. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, rocking forward, coming onto all four, stepping the hands in front of you a little bit wider, a little bit more ahead of you. Big inhale here, exhale, slowly bringing the chest and the armpits towards the mat. Extended puppy. So maybe you're up here, lifted up, that's fine. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Nice long breath here. Spending a few breaths here. And just using the time to observe the sensations happening in the body. On the next inhale, sucking the navel in, starting to lift the chest, and then bringing the forearms on the ground, slowly releasing the tummy onto the ground, finding Sphinx pose. So from here, slowly lifting the hips up and down, just swinging the hips from side to side, releasing the legs on the mat. The legs can be together a little bit open, see what happens, and making sure your elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Sphinx pose. Nice long breath here. Noticing the sensations happening in the body. Noticing the tummy pushing against the mat as you inhale. Just taking a few moments here. On the next exhale, releasing the chest down, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pushing through, coming back onto all four. From here onto all four. Slowly starting to bring the knees on the outside. So separating the knees, and as you do so, aiming to keep the lower part of the legs parallel to your mat. So slowly allowing the knees to separate. Maybe at some point you'll have to come down on your forearms. This is called frog pose. So if you've got a floor that's a bit slippy, maybe that can help, but you need to control that journey. Nice long breath here, frog pose. Breathing through this stretch and going as low as your body will allow you. Breathing through it, allowing your breath to guide you. A few more breaths here. Noticing what's going on in the legs. Maybe they've started shaking. And on the next inhale, very slowly, one leg at a time, bringing the knees back to the center until you can sit on the heels. Nice long breath here. Just taking a moment. Hands back down on the ground, tucking the toes under all four. Ready to lift. Inhale, pushing the hips towards the ceiling, finding downward facing dog. Nice long breath here. On the next inhale, lifting the right leg up. Exhale, bend the leg and bringing the right knee all the way to the front to touch your right wrists, allowing your right foot to cross over, going towards the left side. Slowly release the left leg onto the ground and adjusting in any way you need here. So that's pigeon's pose. Both hips should be pointing forward. So if you find that your left hip is flaring towards the ceiling, maybe bring a block and place it underneath your right buttocks just to align. And then when you're there, when you're finding that position that works for you, slowly walking the hands away from you. Bring a block if you want, releasing the chest towards the floor, and then allowing the head to find the block, or maybe sit on the mat. If you don't have a block, use your hands, make some fists with your hands, stack up the fists, and just rest your forehead here on top of your fists. Nice long breath. Once again, breathing through the stretch, noticing the sensations happening everywhere in the body. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, walking the hands towards you. From here, you can bring the right hand towards the side, starting to tip onto the right so that you can then lift the left leg all the way, allowing the left leg to go all the way to the front. And then switching side, lift the right leg, circling the right leg all the way to the back, and adjusting, finding pigeon's pose on the other side. So your left foot can either come all the way to the right hip. Maybe you can actually cross your left leg pretty much parallel to the short side of your mat. See what works for you, but making sure your hips are square so they're both facing down, facing forward. When you're there, as you next exhale, walk the hands away from you. Gently bringing the chest onto the mat, and the head can find your fists or maybe the block. Nice long breath here. Observing the sensations in the body. And staying here as long as you want, really. On the next inhale, starting to lift the chest, walk the hands towards you, tucking the toes of your right foot and just crawling using the right knee and the right toes, the toes on the right foot, slowly bringing the hips forward. And then from here, inhale, lifting the hips to the ceiling, bringing the left foot to the back of the mat, coming back into downward facing dog. So gently bending one knee at a time here, releasing the knees, the hips. Nice long breath. On the next exhale, releasing the knees down, crossing the lower part of the legs, rolling back, coming back onto seated position, cross-legged, hands resting on the knees, and ready to close this session. Closing the eyes and allowing the breath to come back to a natural pace. Now bringing the hands in prayer pose, slowly opening the eyes, ready to face your day. Wishing you a lovely day. Once again, thank you so much. If you made it all the way to this video, I'm really grateful. Feel free to leave comments on my page to let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, or anything that you would want to see in the next video. I would be very happy to do that for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.